The NBA just witnessed a seismic shift that no one saw coming. The Golden State Warriors have officially acquired Giannis Antetokounmpo, teaming him up with Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler in what could be the most dangerous trio the league has ever seen. This isn't just a trade, it's a full-blown power move that's shaking the entire basketball world. Critics were counting the Warriors out, but now? They're back with vengeance, building a new dynasty right before our eyes. And wait, could Kai Sato be next? The rumors are heating up. This is not a drill, folks. The Bay Area just became the new epicenter of championship dreams. Stay tuned because the Warriors aren't done shocking us yet. The NBA world has exploded in disbelief. Something that felt like fantasy has now become reality. The Golden State Warriors, a team already loaded with talent and experience, have done the unimaginable. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the two-time MVP, Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and arguably the most dominant force in the NBA today, has officially been acquired by the Golden State Warriors. That's right. Giannis is heading to the Bay Area to team up with Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler in what is now being considered the scariest Big Three in NBA history. Fans are speechless. Social media is in chaos. And rivals are shaking in their sneakers. This is a power move that not only flips the entire Western Conference upside down, it changes the landscape of the entire NBA. Just weeks ago, people were wondering whether the Warriors were nearing the end of their dynasty. Now, they're gearing up for another legendary run, and it might be their most dangerous yet. Let's break this down because this isn't just a blockbuster, it's a generational shift. The Warriors didn't just add a star. They added the star. Giannis brings everything this franchise has needed: elite rim protection, inside scoring, playmaking from the forward spot, and an intensity that matches the fiery spirit of Jimmy Butler and the clutch dominance of Stephen Curry. When you combine Giannis' unstoppable drive to the basket with Curry's limitless range and Butler's gritty leadership, what you have is an unfair combination of skill, passion, and championship pedigree. So how did this deal happen? How did the Warriors pull off what many thought was impossible? According to reports, the Warriors put together one of the most aggressive trade packages in league history. Multiple first-round picks, pick swaps, young assets, and veteran contracts were all placed on the table. The Milwaukee Bucks, who had started to experience internal issues and disappointing playoff exits, saw an opportunity to reset their future. And while it was gut-wrenching to part ways with their franchise cornerstone, the return from Golden State gave them the flexibility they needed to retool. For the Warriors, this wasn't just about grabbing a superstar. It was about fully committing to winning now. And winning big. After a roller coaster season marked by inconsistency, key injuries, and a devastating loss that many believe could have been avoided, Warriors head coach Steve Kerr found himself at the center of criticism, especially over a decision involving Steph Curry. In a pivotal moment late in a season-changing game, Kerr benched Curry during crunch time, citing rest and matchup concerns. The move backfired. The Warriors lost that game, and their playoff positioning took a massive hit. Fans and analysts alike questioned the logic of benching your franchise player in a critical moment, and the criticism came hard and fast. It was that loss and the fallout from it that reportedly pushed the Warriors' front office into go mode. Enough was enough. They weren't going to waste another year of Steph Curry's prime. They weren't going to let history slip through their fingers. They needed a game changer. And there's no bigger game changer than Giannis Antetokounmpo. This acquisition has re-energized the entire franchise. Inside sources say Curry is thrilled. Butler is fired up. Even Kerr, who faced heavy heat recently, is reinvigorated by the idea of coaching such a unique and terrifying trio. The Warriors are no longer a team trying to squeeze one more run out of their aging core. They are a team reborn, with a fresh identity and an even scarier ceiling. Now, let's talk about the fit. Giannis may be the most versatile player in the game today. He can play the 3, 4, or 5. He can defend all 5 positions. He can rebound, initiate offense, and dominate inside. Put him alongside Jimmy Butler, a guy who lives for high-stakes basketball, and Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time, and you have a trio that can hurt you from every angle. Curry stretches the floor like no one else, Butler thrives in mid-range chaos, and Giannis just barrels through everything in his way. They don't just complement each other, they elevate one another to another level. Imagine Giannis grabbing a rebound, pushing the break with Curry and Butler flanking him on the wings. Defenders are frozen in fear. Do you stop Giannis and give Curry an open three? Do you collapse and let Butler slice to the rim? There's no right answer. Defensively, they're a nightmare too. With Giannis and Butler locking down opposing stars and Draymond Green anchoring the help defense, scoring on this team becomes a Herculean task. But that's not all. The Warriors might not be done yet. Rumors are still swirling around another potential addition, Kai Sato. That's right. The young Filipino star has been on the Warriors' radar for months. His size, raw potential, and international following make him an intriguing developmental piece. Now with Giannis on board, the idea of Sato learning under a champion-laden roster becomes even more attractive. Giannis, who has become a mentor to many young international players, could help mold Kai into the future of the franchise while the current stars do their thing. The Warriors are thinking long-term and short-term. They want rings now, but they also want the next wave of talent lined up. Bringing in Sato would excite fans worldwide and signal that the Warriors aren't just building a super team, they're building a global basketball powerhouse. The front office deserves credit. They didn't sit back. They didn't settle. They swung for the fences and they connected. With Giannis in the mix, Curry playing at an MVP level, and Butler hungrier than ever, this team is built for the moment. But more importantly, it's built for legacy. They aren't satisfied with just contending. They want to dominate. So what does this mean for the rest of the league? It means trouble. Big trouble. Teams like the Lakers, Nuggets, Suns, and Celtics all now have a massive obstacle standing in their way. No more easy paths to the finals. No more coasting through matchups. The Warriors are back and they're bigger, better, and meaner than ever. And don't think the players don't know what's at stake. Steph Curry has said publicly that he wants more titles. He wants his legacy to rival the greatest of all time. Jimmy Butler has been hunting for that elusive championship ring, and he's willing to put in the grind. And Giannis? Giannis wants more. He wants dominance. He wants to be remembered not just as the Greek freak but as one of the greatest to ever play this game. With all three locked in on one goal, the Warriors are about to become the most feared team in basketball once again. The dynasty that started nearly a decade ago isn't done. It's just evolving. So to every Warriors fan out there, this is your moment. This is the season you've been waiting for. Forget the doubts, forget the critics. This team isn't just good, they're legendary in the making. Buckle up, because the Golden State Warriors are ready to take the NBA by storm once again, and they're bringing